that I knew we were trending in this direction. But there was a Gallup poll that came out. Some of you may have seen it. It says now that the trend is now that less than 50% of people in the United States now attend church services. It has gone down dramatically in the past 20 years especially. But it appears that Christianity is on decline in certain ways. Well, why is this? It appears there are several reasons. There's a lot of phonies out there, and there's a lot of phony junk out there that we see. The late night TV preachers, most of the TV preachers and stuff, that is a lot of it. But also the way Christians are. Christians many times act less than Christian-like. They don't act the way God has asked them to be. And then there are the trends of people are just not into the church. It's not that important. Some of the things that have happened is we are so blessed in this country that people say, well, you know what, I just don't need God. Now, when things are hurting, when something bad happens, and I pray that it doesn't, but I'll give you an example. Right after 9/11, churches were filled. You know, people, after something, and trust me, I never want to see anything like that again. But after something like that, I kind of thought people might come back a little bit, and it may do this, but with COVID, I was kind of thinking people might kind of rally around because this is something we haven't really faced in our time. It's been over 100 years since there has been a true pandemic. And I think that may have been much worse than this one because we do actually have modern technology and modern medicine that can help, and we understand how to take care of things a little better with sanitation and different things that maybe they were not quite up to speed on 100 years ago. But we need God. And I pray today that we would begin to not look at God as a fad, not look at God as this genie that we rub and comes out and grants us wishes. That's what has happened to a lot of Christianity. We need to be serious about God, and we need to teach and preach Jesus Christ and Him crucified. You can have all the programs in the world, that's not going to bring people in. It's obvious that having all of the woohoo music, that hasn't worked, has it? How's that working for you, to quote Dr. Phil? No, we need to have Jesus, and we need to tell people Jesus, and we are not telling people of the gospel message of hope in Jesus Christ, of resurrection hope, of new life, of God being able to turn you from one thing into something else. He is able to change us. We can't change anybody, but God certainly can. We need to take the message of hope, and there are a lot of hopeless people out there. But to see this decline, I'm not giving up. I'm here to preach and to teach and to do the things that God has called us to do. But I do think we need to wake up and smell the roses and realize that a lot of stuff we've been doing has actually helped to with the decline, this false doctrine and all these things going around, and not being the church as we should be. I pray today that God will help us do those things and that He will bless and keep you this day and always. Amen. And invite